Hello everyone, welcome back. So my name is Ijoma Mwenze, and so today's topic is slaves for food. Slaves for food. So I'm just concerned about just a food scientist or an agriculturist who is concerned about food. And so let's quickly talk about slaves for food and what it actually means to you and I. So I'll take where I got this from, slaves for food. So I was just reading. And while I was reading, I saw it. So I decided to share it so we can talk about this. So he says, although Joseph recognized his brothers, they did not recognize him. He remembered the dreams he had dreamt about them and said, "You are spies. You have come to find out where our country is weak." "No, sir," they answered. "We have come as your slaves to buy food. We are all brothers. We are not spies, sir. We are honest men. So we have come as slaves to buy food." So this is where we took our topic for today, slaves for food. Slaves actually buy food. So now in this 2026, or I don't know how to put it, in this new year, everyone has set their goals and their priorities. And so one of the things that most people actually don't think about is food. Yes, because they feel they can just go to market and buy food. Why don't you want to grow your own food? Why don't you want to have a poultry farm? Why don't you want to do snail farming? Why don't you want to, do either snail farming or those veggies that sprout in your refrigerator? Yes, most times onions, garlic, ginger, they sprout. But we just eat it, cut it off and eat it and cook it. There are times when yam sprouts. You just cut everything, cook, the remaining one you throw it away. There are times sweet potatoes sprout. But now is the right time for us to, do farming intentionally. Yes, do farming intentionally. And that's what we mean by sustainable farming. Farming that is sustainable. Wherever you are, you can actually farm. It's not everything you want, you go to the market. Everyone should have a mini garden. It's not everything you want, you go to the market to get. You must go to the market. At least plant or grow some. Then before we talk about always going to the market, not going to the market. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Yes. So you see, Joseph's brother, all of them went to Egypt to buy food. And they said, "We are slaves. We come as your slaves to buy food." If they at least they had pistachios, they had other things, they had spices in their place. But it's not like they could eat all those things. They still needed food, corn, all these other things. So they came to Egypt to buy. Remember the story of Joseph in the Bible? What happened? Joseph said that, "I dreamt." Most of us, we have various dreams and ideas for this 2026. So as a food scientist, I'm just going to help you birth it to dream. Let it come to life. So Joseph said, "I dreamt where we were in the field. My wheat sheaves was in the middle. Then all the other there were other like 11 or other wheat sheaves. They came and they bowed down to me." Let's not talk about the one of the sun and moon and the 11 stars, because let's not talk about that one. That one is not food related. Is anything food related I like to talk about. So you see, Joseph said, "People will come and bow to me." So now, this is, apart from it being the beginning of a new year or a new season, or this is the time when we try to prioritize, put things on. This is what I'm going to do. Bucket list. One of your bucket lists for this year 2026 is for you to pick up farming. Pick up farming. It's not. That's why it's called sustainable farming. Anywhere you are, whether you live at the rooftop, you live upstairs 3-story building, you can do farming. You can farm. Most buildings have rooftop, or you have the back part. Most buildings you can actually get flower pots. You have to be intentional to say, get a flower pot, or plastic you're not using. Get soy. If you live in Lagos, people sell flower pots, sell soy. You can stop buy this. Be intentional. When you see onion sprouting, just drop it there. I've done that several times, couple of times. When you drop just one onion that is sprouting, you will get 5 more from it. This is you're not being intentional, but imagine when you become intentional. Agriculture is really good. Agriculture is really sweet. Yes, that's why depending on the part of the country you are or continent, we have farmers markets. Farmers market where people go to buy things in a cheaper rate. For us here in Nigeria, for instance, we have women that go maybe on Fridays, they buy everything from the farmers, then they bring it to us. So early hours of Saturday, you go out, you buy things, you buy veggies, you buy everything you need. But it's not even so cheap now. It's now pretty expensive. It's now even very expensive when you even go, but still, at least it feels like you're getting something from the farm. It feels like, so it's always cheap. It's always advisable to buy things from the farmer's shop, farmer's market. Depending on the county or country you are, most people buy things from the farmer's shop, or they have groceries and all. So we are supposed to prioritize farming, agriculture, sustainable farming. Even if it's just to own a garden, grow ugu or saint leaf, at least just grow a herb. Can grow a herb, just grow something. It's very important. You see here, Joseph was even telling his brothers, you people are lying, you people are spies. People are spies. He just came to spy the land. What these people intentionally, they came to buy food. So if you say you don't want to do poultry, you can think about rearing cow. Yeah, we have people that rear goats. People that rear it for a living, goat, cow. You can keep it in a place, because you can actually save your money in gold. You can buy forex. You can also buy cows. Invest in buying cows. It's not only some particular people that should own cows. No, you should own cows. You should put it out there, let it graze, or you have a place where it's going to be sustainable, where people will you take care of it without it roaming around. So this year is for us to reflect and know that it's actually doable. You can actually for those people that want to grow yam, you want to grow sweet potato, just bako bag. I don't know that we know bako bag or polythene bag. Fill it with soy. Water it very well. Then you plant. You must not eat everything. As I've said, everything that sprouts, I think is telling you I need to be grown. Just try planting it. If you stay upstairs, you stay downstairs. Try agriculture. Why we even have most people, they're already sustainable. They have, just like we're in Lagos, some people have lands in Ogun State where they farm. They lease land. You can go there and farm. People in those states, they have farm. They go to their farms once every week. You go to your farm once every week, and you go and farm, and you come back, you bring things. People have, like, close to their house, they have land where they actually do poultry or even fishery or this thing. So there's nothing like nearness to food because that's the issue we have. One of the issues is transportation, movement of food. Let me say you're moving tomatoes from Jos, you're moving it down to Mile 12 in Lagos State, Nigeria. It's problem of transportation. And we have other tomatoes growers around in the west. We have plenty of people growing tomatoes now. So, but people still buy generally from, when they come to Mile 12. But we have plenty of people that are doing gardening, growing tomatoes indoors, in-house. These are sustainable steps that everyone is taking. And so, this brings me to what happened in COVID-19. During COVID, most people were all on lockdown. We all stayed indoors. And when they say someone becomes slaves to food, I think it's really applicable during that COVID, because there was lockdown, there was no movement. It's what you have in your house you eat. Then there were times where they will say, okay, you can go to the market, you can go and buy something. When you buy something, then you come back, don't move, no movement. But during COVID, I was in the eastern part of Nigeria. So I was moving. There was no restriction for me per se. So we had options to go to the market anytime, any day. And for me, I'm a kind of person that, like, when I'm eating, I like it to probably be balanced, or let there be veggies. You know, I feel that even if I just want there should be veggies. So, but at a point, the federal government were like, these people are really enjoying themselves in the eastern part of Nigeria, and so there was now curfew. You cannot move certain times. You can move certain times. So what did I do? Of course, in the east there are always bitter leaf. From here to here, from one pole to one pole, there's bitter leaf everywhere. So I just went into um, harvesting bitter leaves, washing it, stocking it up in the refrigerator. So for everything I was cooking, I was adding something green. I was eating leaves with it. You know, I also checked the option of cassava leaves. Cassava leaves is just everywhere, and so I just had to wash it. I had to just improvise. Wash, wash, cut, cook, throw away the water because of the toxins, rewash again, then store it in the refrigerator or freezer. So anytime I was cooking, I was adding it. So what am I trying to say in essence is we need to pick a niche, or pick one crop, or pick one agricultural we're going to be doing for this year, whether it's just poultry or egg laying. Just want to focus on egg laying. On the meat, you need to have, or how would I put it, you need to just make sure you just do one agricultural this thing. One, just even if it's a snail farming, or even if it's periwinkle, even if it's periwinkle or crayfish selling, but you can actually grow it, or you can choose to sell it. So let's just try and put it among what we're going to do, or the things we're going to prioritize for this year, because so we don't end up being slaves for food. It's not everything you go to market to buy. Just like rice farming, I mean, Lagos is usually waterlogged, so if you drop rice on the floor, it will grow. Rice will grow. If it's that Lekki area, rice will grow. The way sugarcane is growing, rice will definitely grow. So it's for you to pick one food that you know that, oh, you're interested in it, even if it's beans. I know that most rice, when you buy a bag of rice, most rice have already been parboiled, so it's not that particular rice I'm talking about, and those rice are already parboiled. So for instance, you're throwing away pepper, tomatoes, you wash pepper and tomatoes, you want to throw the water away. If you have that kind of clay pot I was telling you about, flower pots with sand, you can pour it in it. It's going to grow. Pepper will grow there. This time around, intentionality is what we are talking about. So I don't know if you have any suggestions, or if you have anything to comment. But the thing is for us to know that growing your own food, there's just something about it. When you grow your own food, when you rear whatever you eat, at least one of it, or you buy frozen fish, then you decide to roast it for your family, you know. So this video is for everyone, as long as you're a homemaker and you really want your family or yourself to be self-sufficient for 2026. Thank you very much. Stay healthy and stay secured.